So the other day we experimented with AFK play, and I found that most people who you help while AFK were usually pretty willing to help you in return. But today I wanted to see if an AFK person I helped survive would help me survive when I was AFK. So this one game I stumbled upon this Bruno Mars kid who was totally AFK at first. But because he was in the water, the only thing I could do to save him was grab this fishing rod. Luckily, I swam out and single-handedly managed to pull this guy all the way to the shore. And we pulled first zone, so once we were in, I boxed up, and about 5 minutes later, with just 20 people left, this guy started moving. I swear these AFK kids are on something because they never seem to react at first. Like, this guy just spun in circles for like a whole minute. Eventually though, he gave me a hug and ended up being friendly. So then we started walking into zone together, but that's when I decided to experiment with him. I then went full AFK and just sat back from my PC and decided to see what this guy would do. And instead of killing me, sure enough, he picked up a fishing rod and started dragging me to the next zone. But he must have thought this was taking way too long because that's when he just straight left me. I waited for a good minute and thought about coming back, but that's when he returned with the fishing rod. And he dragged me all the way back to this truck where he loaded me on with the fishing rod. So then we almost got to the next zone, but that's when I fell off and thought he was totally leaving me. And then as storm closed, I thought surely he was gonna leave me for dead, but he continued pulling me onto the truck, and this guy even went through the trouble to get me some jellyfish shields and med mist once we were in zone. From there, he was planning on pulling me to the next zone again, but I didn't want him to go through all that, and so I decided to come back. We got in this taxi and drove to zone, but that's when we got in the middle of this fight. And then right when I tried to fight a guy in final 5, out of nowhere, I'm assuming we both got struck by the banhammer. I was super worried that this was gonna be some kind of punishment, but it was just a kick, and unfortunately the guy didn't even add me back. But the moral of the story is don't team because you don't want to ruin the game for anyone or lose your account.